People are doing stuff. Or are finished stuff. Someone's done something here. Okay, there's new stuff everywhere.
I should inspect the condition of the trebuchets. They must be calibrated to reach the proper range.
Again? How many times will you be doing that? Let us begin.
Oh, that's a long one.
All right.
I don't think I got anything else right. Enhanced life order amulet. So I'm supposed to go somewhere, right? Intervelmar. Is that cave? Oh, that's why there's a third floor. Alright, we're doing this. I spent so much time looking for that third floor. And that's why it's there now. Properly.
Inquisitor. Nothing to report, sir.
There's quite the frame rate in this area. Fuck. Oh, you were doing this. Wait, what's your focus ability then? Traps. More traps. More traps. Hail of arrows. Seems kinda okay. Traps. More traps. Okay. Sure. Wait, what? Oh. I don't know what to do, but I'm getting them. That sounds nice. Fucking level it up. Learn. There we go. That was pretty loud. Let's go. I know Varric doesn't have any equipment, but do I really need him? Alright. Delayed sounds. Ugh. Is that a goat? There's Z fighting over there by the waterfall. And it's gone. Did we establish why the waterfall goes through the rocks? And apparently disappears just abruptly. Some of these don't have pictures. I'm tempted to believe that's a bug. I just...
Finally. Started to think you weren't coming.
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers. We don't want to stick around long enough for it to start talking to us.
Why should they be protected?
Why would the containers need to be protected?
Lyrium is incredibly dangerous in its raw form. It can poison or kill dwarves, and we're resistant to it. Sometimes it just explodes. No warning.
Basically, only crazy people mine lyrium.
The mining cast doesn't just sling it into a bucket. It's carried in special containers that keep it under control. And that's normal lyrium. The red stuff is worse. I wouldn't be surprised if most of their miners die just digging it up.
You know what red lyrium does?
You seem to know more about the effects of red lyrium than most.
Varric told me plenty about what it did to him. And his brother.
How'd you find this place?
How did you find this operation in the first place? There must be hundreds of deep roads entrances.
I've used this entrance in the past. Varric's not the only surface dwarf to explore the deep roads. Oh, I've got to admit, I was pretty surprised when I came here and found it full of humans.
Hope you know how to fight.
If you're coming with us, I hope you can handle a fight.
No, I thought I'd cower helplessly while you do all the work.
She's a decent shot.
Decent?
You want me to admit you're better than me in front of the Inquisitor?
Let's not waste any more time, shall we?
Alright, so... that was quick. I have to go. I have to stop, so yeah. Okay. Okay, controller, don't start blinking. So I have all this explored. Need to go in there. Yes, I remember that. Then that patch of bit that I explored. Right, it's left stick to scan.
One down!
I wonder if these are the same enemies as before. It's been so long I don't remember. Something just shadowed up here. What's up? They probably have nothing worthy to loot off them anyways. No, I missed one. Let me in. Solace. Why did you have to fade out to go to Solace?
So this is what you do now?
Beg pardon?
Skulking around in caves, shooting guys? Is this your day-to-day?
I usually try to avoid the caves.
Drakestone. Oh, I haven't seen Drakestone in ages. It's a Herlock. Didn't even close off this place. So technically there shouldn't be any darkspawn here. I mean, I know where to go. It's the fucking most obvious door
You had me worried, you know.
that you
What
could
did I
go
do
to.
now?
That letter you sent me about the Red Lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Had it been that long?
Seriously, if you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
I like how the text disappears when I jump. Okay.
I built these doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making.
This was shit ages ago.
Ta-da!
You built doors here?
You've been here often enough to renovate the cave.
You already know I've used this entrance in the past. I don't know if Eric's told you, but the Merchants Guild is cutthroat. Literally. I built the doors to keep rivals from following me down here and arranging accidents.
You were waiting to do that.
Admit it, you've been waiting to do that since we arrived.
Of course I was. After you.
And I float in the air. I am actually floating in the air. Okay. Hi there.
How is what's-his-name?
Bogdan? He's in Navarra right now, selling my machine to wealthy landowners.
I heard some of the guild were trying to get you named a paragon for that contraption.
That's not gonna happen, even if I am 10 times the Smith Bronca ever was. A surfacer paragon? Never.
Another book, which I read that didn't actually read. Unlock the codex. That's gotta be a bug too. I do blame half the stuff that happens in this game probably to the FPS. But the other stuff, I don't understand. It just happens. Either way, BioWare fucking doesn't know what they're doing to make this shit happen. There's no way any of this should ever
This
happen.
is almost fun. Kinda like old times.
I don't recall us ever shooting people together.
Remember crashing Bartran's guild dinner? We might as well have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my brother.
I don't even remember what Bartrand looks like now. Oh wait, now I do. No? Maybe I remember? I don't know. Thinking of some dwarf, but I don't know if that's him. So we're now on the 3rd floor. Where did I come in through? Right, I came through that door entrance thing. Loot it.
There you are.
You're not even holding it properly.
You won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
They had your key.
That's exactly like your key. How did they get a copy?
Well, funny story. When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You want to know how this stuff works just as much as I do. I just wanted to figure it out.
You're not saying everything.
How did you go from studying red lyrium to giving the location to Corypheus?
I found out that red lyrium... it has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested in helping my research. So I gave him a key.
Larius? He was the Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's... Oh, shit.
15 FPS.
I knew something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
Varric, you know this person?
That name means something to you, Varric?
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. And he definitely wasn't a mage before.
Why did you come with us?
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
It isn't really your fault.
You couldn't have known what would happen.
Mafarath's balls, she couldn't. I told her exactly how bad this shit was. I told her to keep away from it.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
Get a room.
Oh, for pity's sake, would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
The frame rate. What's happening? Does that say 10? Or was that 16? No. You locked it off. What are you doing? Okay, there.
We should seal the tunnel before more darkspawn join us.
What tunnel? You mean the tunnel that I've already sealed? Ah, nice dialogue. Getting slowed down by something. Does it just want me to leave? I guess we're done. I don't think I can just leave this place, right? Yeah. I have to walk out. Yeah, like I'm walking into that room. There's no point in killing level 11s. No, I want to jump. I don't know why I did that, just felt like it. Well, we found out what the mysterious third floor is now. Why am I not using this? Why am I so dumb? Oh, okay. Guess we're done here. Bull wants to come here. There. Alright, let's go. Oh, right. It's for the alliance with Kunari. That's right. Wait, there's no... Oh, fuck. There's no change party thing. Alright. Sarah. Okay. Bull is a warrior. And sauce.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Our Kunari contact should be here to meet us.
Guess
He
it
is.
didn't have to go to that.
Good to see you again, Hisrad.
Gat! Last I heard, you were still in Saharan.
They finally decided I'd calmed down enough to go back into the world.
Boss, this is Gat. We worked together in Saharan.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Inquisitor. Hisrad's reports say you're doing good work.
Bull is his rod.
Iron Bull's name is Hisrad.
Under the Qun, we use titles, not names.
My title was Hisrad, because I was assigned to secret work. You can translate it as Keeper of Illusions, or...
Liar. It means liar.
Well, you don't have to say it like that.
Pleased to meet you.
I look forward to working together.
Hopefully this will help both our peoples. Tevinter is dangerous enough without the influence of this Venatori cult. If this new form of lyrium helps them seize power in Tevinter, the war with Kunandar could get worse.
With this stuff, the Vince could make their slaves into an army of magical freaks. We could lose Saharan, and see a giant Tevinter army come marching back down here.
The Ben Hasrath agree. That's why we're here. Our dreadnought is safely out of view and out of range of any Venatori mages on shore. We'll need to eliminate the Venatori, then signal the dreadnought so it can come in and take out the smuggler ship.
What if the ship has mages?
There might be Venatori mages on the ship as well, if the dreadnought can't handle them.
It's unlikely there'll be more than 2 or 3 mages on the ship, and they'll be dead by the 3rd shot. On land, though, a half-dozen Venatori attacking the dreadnought from cover could do some serious damage.
Why not attack at sea?
If it's dangerous for the dreadnought close to shore, why not attack when the smugglers reach open water?
Any decent smuggling ship can outrun a dreadnought on open water. We need to catch them close to shore.
Why use a small
I
force?
could have crushed any Venatori resistance with the Inquisition's main forces. Why not use them?
Because then the Venatori would have seen you coming and run. They'd schedule a new shipment for later, and our spies might not know when or where. This is risky, yes, but it's our best chance to destroy the shipping operation permanently.
Bull, does this work for you?
What do you think, Bull?
Don't know. I've never liked covering a dreadnought run. Too many ways for crap to go wrong. If our scouts underestimate enemy numbers, we're dead. If we can't lock down the Venatori mages, the ship is dead. It's risky.
Riskier than letting Red Lyrium into Minrathos?
I'm ready.
Let's go hold up our end of this bargain, then.
My agent suggested 2 possible locations the Venatori may be camped to guard the shore. There and there.
Right there and
Need to
there.
split up and hit both at once.
I'll come with you, boss. Krem can lead the charges. Let me fill him in. Come by when you're ready to move.
Just waiting on you and Hisrad, or Iron Bull, I guess.
I'd like to discuss the
Do you
Kyun.
have a minute to talk about the Kyun?
I'm a spy, Inquisitor, not a teacher. I'm not interested in converting anyone or debating the philosophy. But I suppose it would make for an interesting report to hear the Inquisitor's opinion of the Kyun.
It's alien to me.
To be honest, I don't really understand enough of the Kyun to judge it.
I think you have to be raised under the Kyun for it ever to make sense. The people who join as adults either end up unhappy or, well, for many, it's just a kind of form of slavery. I like the simplicity. I like knowing my place and knowing that it's the right place. Other parts I've struggled with myself.
You had troubles with the Kyun.
It sounds like following the Kyun hasn't always been easy.
I had a temper. Bull's nickname for me, Gat, comes from Gatlock, the explosive power in Canary cannons. I was so angry when I was first freed. I wanted revenge. I wanted to find my family who was still enslaved in Minrathos. I thought about leaving when the Kyun didn't tell me what I wanted to hear, but I didn't.
Why not?
The Canary were always ready to listen, to teach. They cared for me as much as one of their own. And if I leave, the parts of the Kyun that I don't like are never going to change.
You knew Iron
You
Bull.
knew Iron Bull back when he fought in Saharon.
Yes, he led the group that freed me. I was a Magister's slave, and when the Magister went to Saharon, he brought me along. For company. Iron Bull and his men attacked my master's ship and killed him, as well as his soldiers. Bull set me free.
And then you joined the Kyun.
And you decided to start following the Kyun after that.
What do you think? I just watched a giant horned warrior kill the Magister who hurt me.
I never heard this story.
He never told me about this.
One of the few things he hasn't shared with you, I gather. Sure, Bull. Share the secret Ben Hasrath reports, but keep that bit where you saved the elf boy to yourself.
Is Bull in trouble?
Is Bull going to get in trouble for passing those reports on?
The Ben Hasrath aren't pleased with how forthcoming Bull has been, but he was one of their best agents. He kept the streets clean in Saharon longer than anyone before him or after. He fought until it nearly killed him. The Ben Hasrath trust him enough to accept how he joined the Inquisition, even if they don't like it. Besides, they hate to discard a tool that might still have some use left in it. That's why I have a job.
How'd you end up here?
How did an elf end up working for the Kunari out here?
The Ben Hasrath usually pick elves or humans to work outside of Kunandar. We're a little harder to spot. I've worked in Orlais and Navarra, but only for a few years now.
And before that?
What did you do before that?
When I was old enough, I fought Tevinter forces in Saharon. I was too angry to do much else. It took me a long time to accept the Kyun, to get past justice to purpose. Some days are still difficult.
How will the Alliance help me?
No one's actually detailed how an alliance with the Kunari will help the Inquisition.
The answer to that is above my rank. But the Canary don't really bargain. They don't know how. I doubt you want Canary troops stomping around your stronghold, and you're too far away for supplies to be useful. You'd get more use out of our ships, I imagine. And the agents we've got spread across Thedas. We know a lot more than what Bull sees in those reports he's been forwarding to your spy master.
We'll move shortly.
I'll let you know when we're ready.
I await your pleasure, Inquisitor.
Is that it?
Once they're down, send up your signal. That'll let the Dreadnought know it's safe to come in.
Understood, Chief.
Remember, you're gonna want a volley to start, but don't get suckered into fighting at range. They've got mages.
It's all right. We've got a mage of our own.
I'm not a mage.
Get in close and take their enchanter down before he takes over the battlefield.
He'll be dead before he knows it.
Just pay attention, all right? The Vince want this red lyrium shipment bad.
Yes, I know. Thanks, Mother.
Kunari don't have mothers, remember?
We'll be fine, Chief.
All right, Chargers. Horns up!
Horns up!
Ready whenever you are, boss.
Okay.
I'm ready to head out, Bull.
Right. Chargers, hit 'em hard and hit 'em fast. When this is over, drinks are on me.
You got it, Chief. Charges. Double time. Let's move!
Animation snapped. She went into A pose.
You gave your charges the easier target.
You think?
Lower and farther from the smuggler's ship, it's much less likely to be heavily defended.
Suppose we'll do the heavy lifting then. Just like old times.
The guy kind of looks restless. He's gotta keep dancing. 27 points. Oof. First of all, what weapon do you use? You're using this. Have this. Oh, you use the AoE damage though. Whatever. That's not the right button. Two-handed. Stick everything in here. Level it. Level it. There we go. Ah, that's lead. What's your focus? I guess that's okay. Can we toggle it on and off? Sure. Okay, so it's like a buff, an AoE buff. Alright, we're good. We're ready to go.
Be careful. My agent said to expect opposition ahead of the main camp.
We've all done this a few times, Gat.
You've been living outside the Kyun for years now, Iron Bull. Just wanted to make sure your reflexes hadn't gotten as soft as the rest of you.
Ouch.
I'm killing level 7s.
I don't see any tattoos, but you're carrying a staff. Are you from a Chantry circle?
No, and I would prefer not to discuss it.
Have I done something to offend you?
You joined the Kyun
After they rescued me from slavery.
and put you into something worse. A slave may always struggle for freedom, but you among the Kyun have been taught not to think.
Solus, not the time.
God, Solus is such an asshole.
Can you make out any of your mercenaries down there?
Not from here. Probably a better view once we take the Vince camp.
Worried?
They're my men. I've been with some of them for years.
Get ready. We're close.
Yes, get ready for these level 7s. Oh, I'm level 19. And he's dead. I'm just gonna loot you guys. Oh, I'm out of space. It's all garbage anyways.
We're clear, Gat.
Right. Signaling the dreadnought.
Oh, how did you just
Chargers already sent
do
theirs
that?
up. See them down there.
I knew you gave them the easier job.
There's the dreadnought.
That's fast.
That brings back memories. Nice one. Crap.
Look at them all.
There are quite a few of them.
Yeah,
Your men need to hold that position, Bull.
they do that. They're dead.
And if they don't, the Venatori retake it and the Dreadnought is dead. You'd be throwing away an alliance between the Inquisition and the Canary. You'd be declaring yourself Talvishoth. With all you've given the Inquisition, half the Ben Hasrath think you've betrayed us already. I stood up for you, Hisrad. I told them you would never become Talvishoth.
They're my men.
I know, but you need to do what's right, Hisrad. For this alliance, and for the Qun.
Save your men.
Call the retreat.
Don't!
They're falling back.
All these years, Hisrad, and you throw away all that you are. For what? For this? For them?
Yeah, we can salvage
We
this.
can make this up to your people.
No, you can't.
No way they'll get out of range. Won't be long now.
Bull, when the Dreadnought sinks,
Sinks. Canary dreadnoughts don't sink. Come on. Let's get back to my boys.
I thought I would have had the option to save them. Like, to go over and fight. Guess not. But his people are more important.
Hey, boss.
Inquisitor, it is my duty to inform you that there will be no alliance between our peoples. Nor will you be receiving any more Ben Hasrath reports from your Talvishoth ally.
You under orders to kill me, Gat?
No. The Ben Hasrath have already lost one good man. They'd rather not lose two.
So much for that.
How are you feeling?
you all right, Bull?
Yeah. Guess I'll have more free time without having to write all those reports.
Bull.
Boss, let me have this one, all right? This one needs to be mine. You're late.
Sorry, Chief. Still sore from fighting off all those vents. Good to see you, Inquisitor.
Glad you survived.
That fight against the Venatori was a bit dicey.
We knew that you and the Chief had our backs, Your Worship. Chief's even breaking open a cask of chasing sackmead for the charges tonight.
Damn it, Krem. That's the kind of thing you don't have to mention to the Inquisitor.
Sorry, Chief.
Ah, forget it. You're doing fine.
I got a Tron.
It's good to see you.
I should probably empty my inventory. See if Bull has anything to say. Or Krim.
Just rumors. Thank you.
Shame the alliance with the Chief's people didn't work out. He hasn't said anything, but he's feeling it.
We'll talk later. You wanted to see me?
Bosti Sala Talfashoth.
Yeah, my soul's dust. Yours is scattered all over the ground, though, so... Sorry, boss. I thought I might need backup. Guess I'm not even worth sending professionals for.
You were expecting them?
You knew the assassins were coming?
Little change in the guard rotation tipped me off.
You could have warned me.
Why didn't you tell me ahead of time?
You go through years of Ben Hasrath training to hide facial expressions when I wasn't looking? See? Like that. If I'd warned you were the guards, the assassins would have been tipped off.
How's that wound?
Are you all right?
Fine. Hurt myself worse than this fooling around in bed.
The knife could be poisoned.
What if they used poison?
Oh, they definitely used poison. Sarcomec, liquid form. If I hadn't been dosing myself with the antidote, I'd be going crazy and puking my guts up right now. As it is, it stings like shit. But that's about it.
They didn't have to do this.
I hoped the Ben Hasrath would let you go.
They did. Sending 2 guys with blades against me? That's not a hit. That's a formality. Just making it clear that I'm Talvashoth. Talva fucking Shoth.
You're still you.
You acted like a Talvashoth for years. That didn't change you. Neither does this.
That was just a role. This is my life. As one of those. I've killed hundreds of Talvashoth in Saharan. Bandits, murderers, bastards who turned their back on the Qun. And now I'm one of them.
No, you're the
You're
Iron
not a
fucking Bull.
Talvashoth. That's a Kunari word, and you don't follow the Qun any longer. You're Iron Bull, mercenary captain for the Inquisition.
I can live with that. Anyway, I'll get this cleaned up and let Red know what happened. Boss, whatever I miss, whatever I regret, this is where I want to be. Whenever you need an ass kicked, the Iron Bull is with you.
Your eye patch is floating.